Before you commit to another subscription, make sure you've compared the real options. Are you tired of hidden fees and clunky hardware slowing down your kitchen? Most restaurant owners choose a POS based on a flashy ad, only to realize later they're locked into a bad contract. Today, I'm breaking down the top systems so you can save money and keep your staff happy. Alright, let's start with the real-world problem. Many companies offer free hardware, but as the saying goes, nothing is truly free. This is where most owners lose thousands of dollars without realizing it. The biggest cost isn't usually the software fee, it's the percentage taken from every credit card swipe. Many free systems lock you into their own payment processor at a higher rate than the industry average. Even a 0.5% difference can cost a high-volume restaurant $10,000 or more per year. Always ask for a side-by-side comparison of effective rates before committing. If you buy proprietary tablets from a company like Toast or Clover, you usually can't use that hardware with any other software if you decide to switch. This creates a high switching cost that forces you to stay even if they raise their prices. In contrast, systems that run on standard iPads give you more flexibility to move later. Consider if you're comfortable being wedded to one brand's specific hardware. Base software prices look cheap, often starting at $0 or $69. But essential features like online ordering or gift cards are often extra. You might start with a low monthly bill that balloons as you add loyalty programs or delivery integrations. Map out every feature you need today and next year to see the true monthly cost. Don't let a low entry price distract you from the total monthly overhead. A coffee shop has completely different needs than a fine dining establishment. Picking a system designed for your specific workflow is the best way to avoid frustration. For fast casual or coffee shops, every second at the counter matters. You need a system with a customer-facing display that allows for fast tipping and digital receipts to keep the line moving. Look for conversational ordering features that let staff input items in the order the customer says them. If the system requires 5 taps to add milk to a coffee, it's the wrong choice for a busy morning rush. Full-service restaurants need robust floor mapping and coursing capabilities. You want a system that lets servers fire appetizers separately from entrees and easily split checks by seat. Handheld devices are a game-changer here, allowing servers to take orders and payments right at the table. This increases table turnover and usually leads to higher tips for your staff. If you're running a high-volume kitchen with tight margins, basic inventory won't cut it. You need a system that tracks ingredients down to the ounce, so when a burger is sold, it deducts the bun, patty, and cheese from stock. This helps you spot theft or waste issues before they ruin your month. Avoid systems that only track items sold without a recipe-level breakdown. Most owners end up choosing between these 3 giants. Each has a specific profile that fits different business types. Toast is built specifically for restaurants, which means their workflow is very intuitive for kitchen staff. They offer great handheld, Go devices and a powerful kitchen display system, KDS. However, they generally require you to use their payment processing, which can be expensive for high-volume spots. It's a premium choice for those who want an all-in-one ecosystem. Square for restaurants is fantastic for new spots because there are no long-term contracts and the software has a free tier. It's incredibly easy to set up, and you can use standard iPads. The downside is that as you grow, their flat-rate processing becomes very expensive compared to interchange plus pricing. It's the best safe start, but you might outgrow it. Clover is often sold through banks, which means you can sometimes get better processing rates by bundling with your business checking account. Their hardware is sleek and reliable, but the app markets can be a double-edged sword. You might find yourself paying 10 different monthly fees for 10 different features. It's great if you want specific, high-end hardware, but watch the monthly subscriptions. Before you sign anything, you need to know how to spot a bad deal. Salespeople often gloss over the fine print that can haunt you later. Always look for a liquidated damages clause in the contract. This is a fancy term that means if you want to cancel early, you have to pay the company all the monthly fees you would have paid for the rest of the term. If a company insists on a 3-year contract with these penalties, it's a massive red flag. Try to negotiate for a month-to-month agreement or at least a shorter 1-year term. Internet outages happen, And when they do, your POS shouldn't turn into a paperweight. Ask exactly how offline modes works. Does it store payments locally and process them later, or does it stop working entirely? Be careful. If the system can't verify funds offline, you take the risk of credit cards being declined once the internet comes back on. Make sure you understand your liability here. Restaurants don't run 9 to 5. If your system crashes during a Saturday night rush, you need a human on the phone immediately. Some lower-cost providers only offer email support or weekday hours. Test their support before you buy. Call their helpline at 8 p.m. on a Friday and see how long it takes to reach a real person. If they can't help you then, they won't help you when it counts. That's the practical version of what matters most when choosing a POS. The big idea is to look past the hardware and the initial price tag to see the long-term processing costs and contract terms. Don't rush into a deal just because they offer a free tablet. If this helped you understand the POS landscape a bit better, like and subscribe for more practical guides. At Save Money with Software, we're here to help you compare costs and choose the right tools with confidence. See you in the next one. If this helped, like the video and comment with the next tool category to review.